This is John Janik,
Paul Janik,
Chris Hake, the Wallet
from Moneybag Sodas, and you're listening to Shout It Out Loudcast.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Tom and Zeus. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Here we go. This is James. Put that cookie down. Yes. I'm pressing the button. Stockbroker Simmons. Star? Paul Stanley. Is that what he does? Stop shouting. My name is Ace Riley. He's not what you would call a handsome man. Oh, no. Here come the kiss times. Is that a positive thing? Okay. All right. I'm going to grab me an ice cold mellow yellow. Why do that to the fan? Stop it. Why? Because fuck them. That's what are you talking about? 617-525-0850. You do? Hey, fucko. Do you like Kiss? Settle down.
Hello. Hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? Tom and Zeus in another episode of Shout It Out Loudcast, episode 229. The 10 weirdest Kiss songs, ultimate classic rock. Tom, how you doing?
Oh, great. We love weird stuff. We love weird Kiss songs.
Yeah.
Do you like Kiss, though?
I don't know, but if you do, you might want to look that shirt up on our Amazon store because we got the new shirt from Jeff Trott, which says, "Do you like Kiss?" So check it out and go to our website. Go under merch. You'll see it.
Right.
Now that the plug's out of the way, Tom, how are you doing?
Great. Yeah. We love doing lists. We do them on Dome Damage a lot. We haven't done one in a while, but we like looking at lists and rankings from other people. So, and this is a good one. Weird Kiss songs.
Last week we had PJ Farley and Jericho on our show to talk about Quarantine's tour coming up in the Midwest and talk about what do we always talk about when we have them on? Kiss.
Yeah.
And we did a poll, Tom. How'd that go?
Yeah. So we put a poll out there to ask what you guys wanted to hear next from Quarantine for one of their new deep cuts. We picked a couple of random ones here, a couple of really random ones, but this is a good poll. So the options were Exciter, Under the Gun, Sword and Stone, and I Confess. No surprise, 55% of the vote went to Exciter because that song is friggin' awesome. 25% went to Under the Gun, 15% went to Sword and Stone, and 5%, including myself,
And me.
voted for. Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I love I Confess. This song's fucking awesome. Although we haven't done Carnival of Souls yet, so that's all I'll say.
So, Tom, this was what song Quarantine wanted to play.
Oh
next,
my
right?
God! Don't get me going on a rant of people who can't read.
Yeah, it's super fans' fault because first of all, he never listens to the show; he just comments. He stirred this all up.
Other people too, but Paul could never sing Under the Gun. Tommy could never
they
keep
ain't
up with
changing
the
the
riff.
set list. They're not doing it.
I'm like, read the poll, dipshits. It's Quarantine. Which reminds me of something I missed out a few weeks ago. The amount of people, and it's great that we have people that follow our Twitter and our Facebook and our Instagram. It's great. And we know that not everybody listens to the show. We get that. But it's funny. I forgot to bring this up. A couple weeks ago, we did our Thursday coming soon teaser. And it was the coming soon episode. I believe it was for the 20th century compilation. Or no, it was box set disc 5, I believe. The reunion era stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So for coming soon, I put a picture of Gene and Ace like singing together into the microphone. Dude, people thought Ace was coming back to the band. Coming soon. Where did you hear this? Ace isn't coming back to the band. People are sharing it in other Facebook groups. Did you guys see this? Ace is coming back. I'm like, fucking people. I mean, I just laughed because I'm like, I can't help it. But it's so funny that people who don't listen to the show don't get the posts and the references. I love it.
To each their own.
Oh, I know. But anyways, let's get a couple comments from the poll here. Let's see. West Beach, they would kill Exciter. I think they would be awesome. Jeff Wyatt, fits like a glove, would be fun. Lee Bruton, has to be Exciter. It suits quarantine style more than the others. Wally Vidal puts out a nice gif of the cartoon of Sword in the Stone. That'd be an incredible one. Our buddy Brad Baird said, "Where's Read My Body?" Oh, Jericho would love to do Read My Body. He would love that. Let's see a couple of the episode specific things here. Our good friend Amber Fiber Magic Queen, my favorite episode so far. Love to hear you four guys talking about the band and that you love with so much passion. The insights about Gene are brilliant. At one point, I thought the podcast had cut off, but it was just you guys pissing yourselves over fish. Bless her. You.
So I think I told you last weekend, after the episode drops on a Saturday,
Yeah.
a cousin of mine has a graduation party for his son.
Okay.
And his brother, my other cousin, of course, his name is George because we're all named George. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're sitting around one of the tables at the graduation party. I'm like, hey, George, do you remember they used to call that girl Fish? And he's like, yeah, I remember. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, my mom is her brother's godfather. I'm like, yeah, I knew she was like friends of the family.
Yeah.
And my sister-in-law's there, and my cousin's other wife is like, you guys used to what? We used to call this girl Fish. What the fuck is wrong with you? My brother's dying laughing. He's like, why did you guys? I'm like, he's like, my cousin George has no filter. He's like, I don't know. I think she smelled like fish one day. People started calling her Fish. Like, you remember that? He goes, yeah, I remember that. Of course I do. Everyone's
That's gonna be the next. That's gonna be the next shirt designed by Jeff. Get on it. Fish. Instead of like Finding Nemo, just put a little fish.
I guess one day she smelled like fish.
Oh, come on.
People started calling her Fish.
Finding Fishy. Put a little Disney friggin' t-shirt.
Oh, poor Fish.
All right. One more thing from Twitter here. So our buddies Right Between the Eyes podcast, Great Kiss podcast with these guys. They're in the Chicago area. They are actually going to see Quarantine in Columbus.
Nice.
So they were very excited to hear our episode and to hear Chris and PJ. And they're going to the Columbus show. So they gave us a shout out. They said it was an awesome episode with Chris and PJ. And once that they heard that they were coming to Columbus, they went right out and got their ticket. So very, very cool. Enjoy the show and keep us posted on all the action, set list, and performance, all that good stuff. So yeah,
I was gonna say we had a few people that commented they're now going to be going to the show.
Yeah. Yep. So very cool. And that's Twitter.
Yeah. So make sure Quarantine hooks us up with some of the ticket sales there.
Yeah.
We'll figure that.
Little finder's fee.
That's right. Over on Facebook, Tom, Part of Thunder, our friends over there, saw this band at Jericho's 50th, 51st birthday party. If any of these shows are even remotely close, you go.
Yes. Agreed.
Ryan fucking Lane Kulik Simmons Tweed, Michael Scott fucking whatever. They would call her Fish, followed by 12 seconds of silent laughter from you two. Hilarious. Love episodes where you guys just shoot the shit about Kiss. Jericho and PJ are always great guests. You guys also mention new t-shirt designs. Do you like Kiss shirt in the works? It's up.
It's up.
Yeah, take a look, Ryan, Michael Scott, fucking Simmons, Stanley, Kulik, Cusano.
No.
Hooked on Sonic's podcast. Fish! In Olga's voice from Revenge of the Nerds. Maybe that's what Paul is smelling every time he takes a picture.
Pew.
Great episode, guys. I appreciate the cursing because it's a natural way people talk. Jericho and crew are always top notch. Love you, dudes.
Nice. Thank you. That's awesome.
Nick Cassieri, who will feature prominently in the future. Great episode. Saw Quarantine at Creatures Fest and again in February on Chris Jericho's cruise. I'm going to the Pittsburgh show in 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Over on our Loudcasters page, America's favorite realtor, Joey Romanek, has a picture of a fish just sitting in the sand.
But hold on. You mean America's favorite and most handsome Brad Pitt realtor?
Oh, him and his videos.
He's going to be selling those 8x10 glossies autographed, those little realtor, those face shots. He's going to be selling those on his website.
Yeah, his videos are just must see. Chimneys. Does your house have a chimney? I remember the first time I learned houses had chimneys. Chimneys were a fascinating discovery for me. And what the fuck, Joe?
Well, he's also selling his own merch, and his first shirt it says, "Do you like chimneys?"
I like to watch people do landscaping on houses.
Do you like radon inspection?
John Bailey also says, going to the one in Franklin. It's going to be awesome.
Nice.
Josh Brown, if my wife didn't have Taylor Swift tickets, I'd be at one of these. I really hope that they continue to do these sporadically. Jericho is the poster child of always busy, living life to the fullest through entertainment. Such a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Well said. Well said. Over on Instagram, it must be a burner account of Gabbly DeGook, because this one's called Lovely Gabbly Dreams 5326. Can't wait for both Ohio gigs and the Franklin VIP.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, we know Gabbly DeGook is a big fan of Quarantine. So over on YouTube, Mr. Antonio FS4 Jr., another bootleg fucking of one of our listeners.
Wait, what? What happened to the regular Mr. Antonio?
2005, whatever he is.
Yeah.
You just made the list is all I can think of when Chris mentioned the Shania Twain interaction. That was Chris' famous line back in the WWE days. Yeah, I know. Keep up the amazing work with the cover tunes Quarantine. Another awesome show, Tom and Zeus.
By the way, can we quickly talk about what the fuck she looks like now, too? I saw a picture on Facebook. Somebody posted
she's got chipmunk face now.
If you gave me $1 million and said, who is this person? There would be no chance I would ever guess it was Shania Twain.
Yeah, she's got wicked chipmunk face, like
unrecognizable now.
Just brutal. She used to be so gorgeous.
Brutal.
Pretty boy Floyd MS.
God, Jesus Christ.
Tell PJ Farley that my favorite Trickster song is Road of 1,000 Dreams. It's got me through a lot. Okay.
There you go.
Chris Flood 9205. I don't know. These people are fucking getting all bootleg names. I was just wondering, Zeus, if you got to view Gene Simmons' book of Polaroids, would you recognize former schoolmate Fish all grown up? He sounds like something he would crave.
God.
And About the Funk says, smells like fish. It's a dish.
Oh, God.
Tom, that's what I got. Over to you, buddy.
All right, let's finish up here with a couple of DMs from Facebook. We got a quick hit here from our buddy Ryan Fernandez. Hey, guys, greetings from Australia. Great episode with Chris and PJ. And then he submits a question, which we may or may not get to today, but we will certainly get to in the future. And then we'll finish off feedback with another Facebook DM from our good buddy, Kevin Linton. Okay. I love the Quarantine show. Jericho is awesome. I met him super early at the airport where I work one morning and asked him for a picture. Unfortunately, my phone was taking a crap at the time and we couldn't get the picture, but he was just as nice as he could be and said that was too bad. He really does practice what he preaches about being nice to the fans. That said, wearing sunglasses and a baseball hat inside an airport at 5:20 in the morning, expecting not to be noticed, was quite funny to me. Have a great day, and I'm looking forward to next week's podcast. Keep up the awesome work, fellas. Kevin, you're a longtime fan, supporter of the show. We appreciate it. And anytime we can get a little inside personal story with a Jericho experience is always great. So, Kevin Linton, thank you for being a fan of the show, supporting, listening, commenting. And for that, my friend, you are comment of the week.
Good answer. Good answer. I like the way you think. I'm going to be watching you.
Nice. Kevin, thank you, brother. Tom, what we do next is we go over to Patreon. And like a broken record, Tom, we got a few members this time now to thank for joining. 3,
Yes.
to be honest.
Yes.
First, joining as a spaceman, Nicola Cassieri, who we just read one of his comments.
All right.
Second, joining as a star child, Richard Scheltinger.
All right.
Richard, thank you. And then finally, joining as a demon tier, Dominic Mango.
Woohoo.
So Nicola, Richard, and Dominic, thank you so much for joining America's favorite Patreon group, Shout It Out Loudcast. Guys, really, it means a lot to us. It's a big help to the show. We appreciate you guys joining, and we appreciate everybody that's part of our Patreon family. They help the show out tremendously. As we say, if you really want to help us out, continue the show and keep growing, how do you do that? Join our Patreon group. And you go right to our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com, right on the landing page. You click on Patreon, and then you find out about the 4 different tiers that we have that you can join. Find something that fits. And with that, you become part of the Patreon family. You get some perks from us, and you help the show. So win-win for all. 3 that just joined us, Nicola, Richard, and Dominic, thank you so much. You guys, we really appreciate it. And if you want to help the show out, guys out there, please come join our Patreon family. And right now, the emails went out to make the ARC album pick. So if you join shortly, you will be part of that selection process and get to pick what album we get to do next for the album review crew. So please join our Patreon family, and thank you for those that have just joined and for all our members on Patreon.
Guys, thanks so much. A huge, huge shout out to the 3 new members. Can't thank you guys enough. Nick, Richard, and Dominic, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining the family. It's incredible what you guys do. And of course, a huge shout out every week to everybody that's part of the Patreon family. And as Zeus mentioned, we're in the middle right now of selecting all the submissions from everybody to put the July pick together for ARC. So get your picks in if you haven't. And again, Dominic, Richard, and Nick, thank you so much.
Yeah, Tom, what we do next is we go over to Kiss World. Not much going on over there.
Nope, still very quiet. They're just still in Europe. We're recording right now on June 21st, and they're performing in Germany on the 21st and the 22nd. Then they go to Spain. They are in Europe for a while, and then they come back to the U.S. They take about 6 weeks off, and then they take about another month off and go to Australia for a couple shows. But yeah, quiet on the news front. Really nothing going on. No new merch right now. Still no off the soundboard announcement as of right now. So fairly quiet in Kiss World. It's been consistently quiet, which is kind of a bummer for us because we like when stuff's going on.
Yeah. Well, there was that video that went around.
Yes.
I guess there was a hiccup on one of their recent Europe shows. The track came off, or somewhere along the line, Eric fucked up, and then Tommy fucked up, and they couldn't. They finally got back on track. It was somewhere in the middle of Cold Gin, I saw, and it's just, what are you gonna do? It's like being a Democrat. Joe, come on, buddy. What are you gonna do? You just want him to hurry up and finish up what he's got to do with some dignity, but you can't excuse it anymore. They're just old. They're fucking up. It's embarrassing a little, but what are you gonna do?
It's getting rough, and we say this all the time. I mean, this should have already been over. COVID screwed it up. So it is what it is. It's going to be a long.
You can't lie. You can't deny it.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 6 months for them. Put it that way.
Yeah, it is what it is. So
yeah.
Oh, by the way, your buddy Ace Frehley. Ace Frehley. I'm releasing my new albums in a couple different color swirls. If you want to buy some of my vinyls for the 10th time.
Those aren't just albums, Zeus.
No.
Those are 3 timeless masterpieces, according to the
I think
official.
there's actually 4 of them. Is it 4 or 3?
I think they said 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and each album is worse than the next. I'm sorry, they're terrible. And to actually have the balls to put out a press release and say 3 timeless masterpieces. If anybody calls Space Invader a timeless masterpiece, you are a official member of the Ace cult.
Yeah, it's one of those things that no, actually, Tom, yeah, you're right there. One of them's in green swirl, and then some sort of other mix. Anomaly.
Each one's being released in like 2 different variants.
Didn't they already just do Space Invaders, like 5 different swirls?
Yeah, but it's really tough to buy Lara all the things that she likes, so I got to keep trying to sell these records.
Oh, the Kiss Tods will buy anything, let me tell you. And then, you know what? In that subsection is a group that I like to refer to as the Ace Cult. They'll buy anything as long as it has Ace on it. Fucking damn right they will.
Everybody knows that swirled vinyl makes Anomaly sound a little bit better.
If you really want to crank out Pursuit of Rock and Roll, nothing sounds better than an orange and black swirl. So you can hear me sing, and Chuck Berry.
Jesus Christ.
Terrible music. Terrible music. And then somebody had put up, and I said to you, and I said it on the post, somebody put up a video of Ace just doing a terrible performance on our Loudcasters page. I'm like, that's a year old. If you look at the date, it's 2022. And
which makes it even worse that it's a year old and he's still touring.
I think I sound wonderful. I'm an excellent singer. Fucking horrendous.
It's
like people that are like, you know what Kiss needs? They need him in the band. Oh, okay. That'll make them sound better.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Hey, how's that new song go that you guys released, Rock and Roll All Night or something? How's that go? How's that one go again?
For an encore, I really think you should throw in Genghis Khan and have me come up for a couple riffs.
I'll do Fraction Mirror 45, whatever the fucking it is. I've done a few of those. But the Ace Cult will buy anything I put on.
Maybe if we play dolls, the fans can throw little dolls at us.
The other day when I was on a tandem bike with Pepe Castro, we were talking about releasing these albums again. All right, Tom, let's take a break while Ace talks things over with Pepe Castro about his next move in the of his career.
Oh, we're back. Took a little bit extra long break because Ace fell off his bike. He doesn't know how to ride a tandem. He doesn't understand that you have to ride like in unison. And he was trying to pop a wheelie, but he's on a tandem. He didn't understand how that works, so he's having a couple problems there.
Yeah, Pepe should have told me. Me and my fucked up bow legs and fucking crow feet shouldn't be riding a bike. You can't do it.
One of my rubber ducky socks got caught in the chain gear. I'm all fucked up now.
My nose got even larger than it did last week. Holy fuck. Oh, well, Tom, we're always looking for fun and interesting conversations about Kiss. We saw this article about weirdest Kiss songs. I haven't even read it. I want to read it, kind of going through it and get an organic feeling from it.
Okay.
And see how it goes. This is ultimate classic rock. Sometimes they hit it on the head. Sometimes they're way off the mark. But let's go through the list, Tom. 10 weirdest Kiss songs.
Yeah, and this was just published on May 22nd of this year, so it's fairly new. But I just want to read the very first sentence of the article, which is hilarious. It seems redundant to say this about grown men who got famous by dressing up like cats, demons, and spacemen, but Kiss have made some pretty weird songs. To be clear, weird doesn't always mean bad. Oh, I beg to differ here, but we'll get into it.
The article was written by Matthew Wilkening.
Yep.
And if you Google it, you'll be able to find it. And we'll try to put a link to this in the episode so you can find it easier. But what's number 10, Tom?
Number 10 is She, but it's the Wicked Lester version from the box set that we talked about already. Ooh, boy. Weird is putting it nicely. That's just horrendous.
Yeah, that's kind of cheating, isn't it? That's not Kiss.
I agree.
Right? I mean, I know we always joked about this being the Barney Miller theme with all the doo-doo-doo flutes and all sorts of shit. Right? But it's not Kiss, and that's not what Gene and Paul wanted.
She walks by moonlight. I mean, yeah, you could say it's weird, but I mean,
do you know who one of the characters was on Barney Miller, Tom?
Yes, I do, because somebody shared a picture of a T-shirt with his face on it, and he goes by the name of Fish. Abe Vigoda.
Fish. Yeah, so I think this is kind of cheating, but I get what they're saying.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
All right. Now, their next song, and that is Going Blind. Yeah, I mean, Gene talks about it. As a matter of fact, Gene talked about it at the Evening with Gene Simmons in the middle of his little mini concert there he had.
Yep.
That Paul is the one that said, why don't you make the guy 93 years old? Gee, that's weird, he says. And he's like, yeah, I know. Yeah. So I guess that makes sense that this would be on there, this list.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, I like this line. It says, here's a good rule of thumb. If the Melvins cover your song, odds are it's one of the weirdest tracks in your catalog.
Good call.
I mean, forget about the lyrics. Like, I know everybody points to the 93-16 stuff, but the song itself is just a weird song to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the lyric of he's 93, she's 16 is, besides weird, I just think it's stupid.
Oh, very.
It makes the song stupid.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. That is some of my favorite Shout It Out Loudcast Kiss analysis. What do you think of that? I think it's stupid.
Maybe they're stupid. Yeah, just fucking dumb. All right, Tom, what's next?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The list that the hits keep on coming. This is definitely weird and terrible. Great Expectations. I mean, this is like low hanging fruit, because not only is it weird, but I mean,
it's always been a head scratcher in the middle of this album.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
what's the chorus?
Right,
the choir and shit.
Yeah, they had an orchestra. They had a boys' chorus. This is funny. It's like they hired an orchestra in the Brooklyn Boys Chorus to further class up the track, but then paired it with some of the crassest lyrics Simmons ever came up with. Quote, "You watch me sing in this song, you see what my mouth can do, and you wish you were the one I was doing it to." Come on.
Yeah, the chorus is just horrendous on this, but
I mean, it's funny because when people talk about Destroyer, I'm like, oh, you mean that legendary album that has Great Expectations on it? Well, because that's what people do to me when they shit on Love Gun. Oh, you mean that album with And Then She Kissed Me?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It's low hanging fruit.
All right. Next on the list, technically again, I don't know. It's from the solo albums, Gene Simmons, and that's When You Wish Upon a Star. We all know the backstory of this, and if you don't, we'll repeat it. Gene, when he was younger, as a child, and he gave a real passionate description of this at An Evening with Gene Simmons' little mini concert.
Yes, he did.
He said that little cricket, I thought, was only talking to me in that movie, no one else.
Yep.
When he sang this song. So he wanted to sing this song, and it's one of those things that he's indulging himself. It's his solo album. He wanted to put it in there. It's not a bad version of the song. It's just kind of like, what the fuck is this doing on a Kiss album? And it's not really a Kiss album. It's a Gene album, but
yeah.
I guess so.
No, you're right. But I mean, as far as weird, I mean, like the first sentence here, it's undeniably odd to hear Kiss's blood-spitting, fire-breathing demon croon this Pinocchio classic.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is the definition of weird. But people like us and Kiss fans and people who are listening, they get it. They get the story. They understand that it's weird, but they understand why it exists. In Ultimate Classic Rock, when they write their articles, they're not necessarily written for people like us. They're written for just people that read Ultimate Classic Rock. But yeah, it's definitely it's always been a weird one for everybody. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I love this next entry because the guy cheats a little bit with a trilogy, which I don't know. I mean, I know you're going to disagree with 1/3 of the trilogy.
Just the Boy, Odyssey, and Only You. I don't know why Only You is weird.
Right. Only You might be. Yeah, I don't know if I'd put that in there, but Just a Boy and Odyssey. Woo.
Yeah, it's just of all the Kiss songs, it's the most out there. Those two.
This is an interesting quote that he wrote. The secret truth is that 80% of the Elders' weirdness can be found in the first 3 songs. Except for some occasional lyrical gobbledygook. That's the word he uses. He says second side tracks such as The Oath, Mr. Blackwell, and I offer solid rock thrills, but boy, oh boy, those first 3 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why Only You is in there. I don't mind. I mean, it's not great, but I don't mind Only You. I could see Just a Boy and Odyssey absolutely belong there. But yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's I don't get it.
Whoa. Next on the list, My Way from 87's Crazy Nights.
Well, I guess we find out that Matthew Wilkening is a burner account for Zeus.
Oh,
but
well, if he included "I'll Fight Hell to Hold You" in there, then I'd agree.
But would you? Okay, you hate this song, and I get it. I like this song. Would you ever consider this song weird?
No, it's not weird. It's different for Kiss. The pop, like keyboards, and it's just way too keyboardy.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't. I don't think this is weird. Like he says, the screechy pep talk of My Way is a clear low point. If you think that's still not enough to earn a spot on our weirdest Kiss songs list, imagine playing this song for a fan waiting in line for 1977's Love Gun tour, then telling them that this is what their favorite band is going to sound like in 10 years. I mean, you might hate it, and I know you do, Zeus,
dude,
but
it sounds like that Jan Terry song, Losing You.
Oh God, you know what you just did? You just prompted everybody to wake up the sleeping giant known as Jan Terry.
It sounds like that song. I'm sorry.
I know.
I don't want to lose you now.
Oh, she is hot though. Where's the Jan Terry t-shirt?
And when she walks in with that mustache boyfriend, and she's sitting on the back of his motorcycle, and the motorcycle's not really moving.
Dude, if the motorcycle can be the back end shocks are like fighting for dear life.
And then she gets out and like acts like she's waving to fans. She's like, hey.
Yeah, and then she just crashes into a telephone pole because the
fucking horrible. The song sounds like that. I'm sorry. It's a terrible song.
It is, but it's not weird. That's the thing. It's not weird. This next one sucks and it's kind of weird.
You Wanted the Best from Psycho Circus. How is it weird?
Because it's just not good.
Okay, but it's not weird. Kiss has got a lot of songs that aren't that good.
Because it's not your place.
Because it's not your place. Jesus Christ.
So he says the weirdest song by far. So they're talking about the original lineup reunion album in name only, obviously. So the weirdest song by far is You Wanted the Best, which features a title taken from the band's on. Yeah, we know that. The lyrics quickly reveal themselves as a straight up group therapy session with all 4 band members trading insults and complaints.
Yes.
Only to explain they got together to respect the fans' wishes. It's a shame they never made a video for this one, with everyone in full costume and makeup at a psychologist office beating the crap out of each other with foam bats.
Okay. I don't know if you'll ever allow it because I'd love to do it. We need to put the clip in of fuck you, Gene, you fucking asshole.
Oh, we haven't done that in a long time.
I will kill you. Fuck you, Ace. You fucking.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, Peter. The answer to all your whining is I'm Ace Frehley and you're Peter Chris.
I love it.
Dude, there's just a lot of anti-Semitic and fucking awful insults and homophobic insults in that. But guys, that fucking thing is so insane. That fucking YouTube clip. I don't know who created it. Fuck you, Gene. Fuck you, Ace.
It is incredible. It's like AI before AI was a thing.
Oh my God. And it's the picture, the video, the YouTube video is a picture of their faces from fucking Dynasty. And they just move their mouths and it's all like robotic like voices. Fuck you, Gene.
Fuck you, Gene. You're just mad. Fuck you, Peter. You're just mad that your solo album's fuck you, Gene. Ace. It's incredible. It is incredible.
Oh, so much fun. But that's what that is like. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Last but not least.
Good luck pronouncing this one.
Yume no ukuyo ni saiti miya na.
Hey.
Wait. 2015 single from Memorial Cover Z.
Okay.
It's about their Japanese fucking album they did with the pop group Memorial Covers Clover Z. I have fucking no idea what this is.
I remember the Samurai Sun. I remember that. This one, the Yume Nuko. This I don't know. Yeah. Is it weird? Yeah, but this guy's kind of cheating again a little bit here. I've heard the Samurai Sun song, and if I recall correctly, I think that was the last song that the band ever recorded. Which a lot of people kind of complain that it's the last time they're ever going to hear somebody said, what's the last song Kiss ever recorded? It's that. That I've heard, but this other one, because he references the Samurai and the Yume knew whatever the hell the thing is. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, technically it's a Kiss involvement.
It's fucking stupid, Tom. Just wrap it up.
No. I know.
There's way too much analysis here. It's just Gene and going, we must corner the Japanese market. Let's like, who's fucking clamoring for this? Nobody.
The Japanese people. They love Kiss.
Just
do you like Kiss? Wait.
Wait.
Oh, great. Here we go. Now we need Samurai Kiss Japanese themed songs or t-shirts. I mean,
Tom, just thinking off the top of my list, I don't know what's really like. I don't describe any Kiss song as weird. Do you? It's not like when I saw this top 10, I'm like 10. There's 10 songs that are weird.
No, well, weird. Yeah, there's a few on here that are weird. I think Going Blind is weird. I think the Wish Upon a Star is weird. But no, I think this is a nice attempt at an article because Ultimate Classic Rock, and just like the people on Facebook, they use Kiss to get clicks. It obviously worked because now we're doing an episode on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I think that's a fair point. Like, what would you consider weird? Kiss has always been pretty much straight ahead, just rock. They're not doing like experimental shit. Maybe lyrically stuff could be considered weird. Like, I hate the song Freak, but I don't know. It's kind of weird to hear Paul sing like that, but I get it now why he wrote it. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything weird, right?
No, I'm telling you, I don't like, my mind doesn't go to like, here's a couple Kiss songs that are weird. I don't have anything that sticks out. I really don't. I mean, it's the thing that I would say sticks out that we know and we talk about. That's a good song. It's not a Kiss song. So
right. That
phrase, but not because it's weird. It's because it's just different sounding than their stuff, than normally stuff they would do. So like My Way is not weird. It's just different sounding.
Yeah. I think calling My Way weird is kind of a cop out because it's not
you
weird.
could do the same thing for like the three big songs on fucking Unmasked that I would say, right? Those are weird if you're going to go by that theory. Easy as It Seems, Tomorrow,
Right.
and the other one there, whatever, that sound very similar, very popish.
Yeah.
Very different.
Why not?
Are they weird songs? No, they're just different from the normal Kiss songs.
I mean, if that's the case, what about like Rockin' in the USA or like Then She Kissed Me or Any Way You Want It?
Dude, Love Theme from Kiss.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, I mean, again, weird isn't a Kiss thing. What I would say is something like Soundgarden doing a song like Half. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yep.
Pearl Jam doing Bugs.
Bugs. That's weird.
Right? To me, like, those are fucking, what the fuck is this shit? Guns N' Roses doing My World in the middle of Use Your Illusion 2. Like, what is this fucking rap shit?
Yep.
That's weird. I just think that this article, although the guy meant well, I think you should have phrased it as something different. 10 different types of Kiss songs or something like that.
I hear what you're saying, but weird gets attention.
Exactly. It's clickbait.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And again, to his credit, work because we're talking about it. We're going to do we're doing an episode on it. We're going to get feedback from people. They're going to chime in on what they agree and disagree, and that's great. And that's what we want. So
yeah, no, I mean, again, these are always fun.
I love anytime we're breaking down a list like this.
Yeah,
whether it's a Kiss Shout It Out Loudcast episode or Dorm Damage or whatever, we love it. We love making lists. We love commenting on lists, and we love saying why lists suck.
All right. Well, Tom, what we do next is we do question of the week. You got something?
We do. And before I read this week's question of the week, just a reminder that if you want to be part of question of the week or our mailbag episode, which comes in the future, we usually do our mailbag episode end of the summer, early fall. Please submit a question to us via email or our social media DM. Visit our website for all that. So please send us questions. We read one every week, and maybe yours will be picked. So this week we have one submitted on our website. This comes from Mike Odd.
Okay.
Hey guys, love the show and you guys are amazing. Here's a question for you. If you could be in a Kiss tribute band, what would it be called and what would be your gimmick if you had one? Personally, my tribute band would be called Sick, S-I-K-K instead of K-I-S-S.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of having white face with black makeup, I'd go all black with white makeup. Thanks a lot, brothers, in Ace's voice.
You're not the first who's thought of that. Believe me, I've thought about S-S-I-K too as well. I don't know what my name would be, but I would probably run a gimmick where maybe we would change the makeup so it's not just the original four. So sometimes Vinny would be in the band, and sometimes Eric Singer would be in the band. Eric Carr would be, the Fox makeup might be in the band. Just switch it up a little bit, do a couple different things here and there.
What would it be called?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Would you just be like, take a name of a band? Like there's a tribute band called Mr. Speed. We got our friend Scott Donaldson is in Kisteria.
I guess it would be something along the line of a Kiss song.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's the Black Diamonds, if that's a band name right now.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. I'd go with Piss. Just because Paul Stanley said that's what they'd sound like.
Yeah, no, about as good as Piss.
Yeah, it'd be tough to come up with a gimmick.
How about Fish?
Yeah. And then everybody paints their face like a flounder, a fucking crab.
And the gimmick would be people throw fish onto the stage while you're playing.
Oh, pew. Well, I think it's tough to come up with a gimmick because when people see a Kiss tribute band, they want to see and hear Kiss imagery. You know what I mean? So you can't really fuck around with this, with what got you there. But an interesting question. I would like to see what other people have for ideas. But you're right. I think ultimately the name of the band is going to be based on a song, like you said, a Black Diamond or the Firehouse or something like that would be a cool band name. So, but Mike, thank you for the question again. If you guys want to be part of Question of the Week, submit us a question and we will read it and or make you part of our mailbag episode in the future.
Yeah, Tom, can you tell people where they can find us?
Yes. Go to our website, shoutitoutloudcast.
Go to him.
Go to him. Shoutitoutloudcast.com.
That's the stupidest thing. All right, for those who wonder, it's from Little Drummer Boy.
It is such a deep cut reference. I mean, that might be one of the deepest of the deep cuts.
Go to him.
But I have no gift to bring.
Go. Look upon the newborn king.
But I have nothing to him. Go to the Son of Christ.
But I have nothing to offer him.
He's the Son of God.
The Son of Jesus. My God.
Go.
All right. Where was I? Go to our. No, I can't say go.
Go to him.
Go to him. Go to shoutitoutloudcast.com. All right. Go to our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com. You can see all of our episodes there. Shout Out Loudcast, Dorm Damage ARC, Zeppelin Chronicles, all the links to our social media, links to our Patreon. And again, huge shout out to our 3 new guys. Shout out to our 3 new guys, Nicola, Richard, and Dominic. You guys rock. So you can click on the Patreon link on our website there, all of our social media, our email, our Amazon shopping link, our merch page. Link is there too. And as Zeus has mentioned throughout this episode, tons of new merch, tons of new t-shirts, thanks to our buddy Jeff Trott. And of course, you can send us messages through there, comment on the episodes through there. And if you do message, it comes to us in the form of an email, which we will read, or you can go old fashioned and use our regular email, which is shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. Please send us emails. We read them all. Sometimes we don't get to read them all on the show, but please send us an email. Or you can follow us on our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And of course, we are proud to always say that we are part of the wonderful Pantheon podcast network of shows.
Tom, I always tell people they can DM us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We are accessible. We love hearing from you guys, so please do so. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is doing pretty well for itself. And we're going to start listing some videos that we've had for all their years of different Kiss performances and things like that. We're going to start putting some stuff up on our YouTube channel that I think you guys are going to like, and also some edits of our video. Hence, we were looking for someone to help us out. So if you want to be a Shout It Out Loudcast intern, please reach out. We had a couple people reach out to us already, but let us know. Anyway, you can also give us one of those 5-star child reviews, especially on Apple Podcasts. That helps the show out tremendously. Another way you can help out the show is go to our website, go to our merch store, go to our Amazon stores, and become a Patreon member. All those are great ways to help and contribute to our show. And we're really grateful and thank you guys for all that you guys do for us. Also, we can, that website address is shoutitoutloudcast.com, shoutitoutloudcast.com, and you can email us at shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com, shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. Tom, what we usually do is we end on famous last words. Do you have any?
Oh, yes, I do. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to give up the fight. Because after the battle is done, all you got left is your pride.
Lovely. For I am just a boy, too young to be sailing. I am just a boy, and my future is unveiling. And I'm so frightened of failing.
Well, you failed.
You're a loser, Bobby. You're a loser. Tom, thank you. Loudcasters, thank you. Kiss Army, thank you.
Guys, you're the best. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything, including our new Patreons and everybody else. You guys rock. Zeus, as always, my friend. Thank you.
Peace out, Girl Scout. So, Tom, we had a funny exchange this week with America's favorite realtor, Joey Romanek. I think we were just shooting the shit about his videos or something. And then we were talking about maybe we should put that as part of the show and do a draft about crazy realtor stuff. And I think you started us off, didn't you?
Yeah, we said, let's do a realtor top 10 draft. So like I said, with the first pick, I take 30-year fixed mortgage. With the second pick, finished basement.
And I'm like, fuck, in the 8th round, I'm taking a shithole condo with wetlands in the panhandles of Florida.
What's next?
I got a 3-family house full of lead in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, with 5-year-olds on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, what was my response?
The house is also full of illegals. And then what did Joey say?
Joey jumps in here and says, my first pick will be a termite-infested shithole with knob and tube wiring for $800K in the hood of Tampa.
I respond with, just bought a $3 million 6-unit building in Cambridge, which now got locked into rent control, and how I can get $300 an apartment.
And Joey, the expert realtor, gave some great professional advice and said, burn it down and collect the insurance money. Shit, I hope he doesn't lose his license over this. Keep going.
I bought a nice single family that Gene Simmons once stayed at. Now Kiss stars visit all the time. Neighborhood house property values have dropped, forced to sell at a 20% loss.
Joey says, I bought Ace Frehley's old Connecticut mansion. 25 kilos of coke were found buried in the walls. Now the government seized it.
Prior to the seizure, Ace had his best friend, Pepe Castro, build the 3rd floor outdoor deck. Deck collapses, kills 3 and injures 12 at a party.
Bought Vinnie Vincent's house, showed up on the day after closing, and he was still living there. Said he wasn't moving out anymore.
After eviction process, you discover a garage full of dead dogs.
Oh, come on.
Local news outlets report on the discovery. Purchase falls through. Oh,